Hello, hi everyone. It's Hitesha here. So today our topic will be data science versus cloud computing. Okay. So I'm repeating this particular topic again. So let's start. We will see how the data science is helping in cloud computing, or how the cloud computing is helping in data science. Okay, the both vice versa is possible here. So you already know, right? It is little bit impossible to escape from the technology that in today's modern worlds which we are living. So technology actually is become a prone to expeditious growth in any organization, which consists of many ways which can highly impact the business industries as well as in many industries. Okay, it's called as an agriculture industries, or you can say tech industries, or any other domain industries which is impacting this particular technologies, right? So some techniques which is add to the development of technology in the business sectors, including data science. Okay, cloud computing essentials and the data science became the important part of any industries, because all the help of the data science, if you say, one can gather all the critical analysis from the vast chunks of data which is stored in the clouds, right? And at the same time, cloud computing allows the data to be easily analyzed by the data scientist, right? So now we will see what is meant by cloud computing. Now in cloud computing, as it is just written like a method of hosting some kind of a network of a remote service on the internet, right? So that the term cloud is referred to as a, you can say, as a metaphor for the internet, right? Where the servers here, which is primarily responsible for the different functionalities like data storage, like management, then processing, right? So however, if you see the local server on your personal computer does not perform these all the things. Okay, it having the only one particular category and one functionality called as the storage of the data. Okay, it doesn't have the management and the pre-processing and the other processings of the data which is required. Okay, and the cloud, which is characterized as a service provided by the hardware as well as the software resources. So the who offer this cloud services, those are the cloud service providers, okay, which is called also called as a CSP. And this cloud service providers are some like you have been heard about called as a Microsoft Azure, like Amazon Web Service we have, then you have a IBM, then you have a GCP, that is called as Google Cloud Platform, and all other examples of these so many CSPs has been available, but I have said to you a major one. Okay, now if you see in a nutshell, like data is gathered from the internet in the cloud computing, right? So as a result, using the physical server is not a longer required, because what happens now, the data is increasing and it is generating second by second, right? And it is generating huge amounts of data, humongous amounts of data has been generated by the every seconds. So the cloud computing does not rely on some kind of analytics in any way. Actually, it having as its own particular domains and own managements. Okay, and it has a several numbers of effects that can make them as a best choice for any kind of an organization. Okay, either that organization should be a small, medium, or large, it doesn't matter. Okay, because the many advantages are there while using the cloud computing in any particular companies. Like some of the advantages I'll discuss, like availability, right? Then scalability we have, there's just some kind of reliability is there, then robustness we have, then some flexibility and some cost effectiveness also is there, right? It having the agility and increase the business values in any particular domain, right? And any particular cloud services are considered as a deployment and service model on the basis of three types of model, which is considered as an infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, and software as a service. Now if you say this infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, and this software as a service, right? Now let's start with the call as an infrastructure of the services. Now difference between this IaaS, PaaS, and SaaS, okay, which is called as PaaS and SaaS. So in infrastructure as service, what happened? It is kind of, you can say, a delivering kind of a computing infrastructure has been there, which is on the on-demand services has been available. So what this is one of the fundamental of cloud services model, and the user purchases the servers, software data center space, or network equipments, and rent those particular resources through on the on-demand service models, okay, which allow the, you can say, scaling of the dynamically resources which is distributed as a service. This is called as a information as a service now, infrastructure as a service. Next, we have a platform as a service, which is also called as a PaaS, which is a cloud delivery model for any application, right? And that particular application is managed by the third parties only. And these applications mostly provide many scaling, elastic scaling of your particular applications, which allow the developers to build the applications services over the internet and provide the model using the public, private and hybrid clouds. Okay, we're going to talk about that all the types of clouds now. Okay, so basically it is a where the third party provides the both software as well as the hardware tools to the cloud company, that is as the platform as service. Next, we have a call as a software as service. Okay, it allows the user to run the existing online application on some kind of a model software, and that particular software is just deployed as an hosting service and can be accessed over the internet. Okay, and these particular services are used for the development and deployment of a modern applications. Okay, which allow the software and its functions to be accessed from anywhere with a good internet and connection device and a browser. So, okay, so here particular application is hosted centrally, okay, and also provides access to the multiple user across the various locations through the internet. So this is all about the little bit introduction about the information as a service, platform as a service, and software as a service. Now next we have called as the types of cloud. As we know, we have three types of clouds called as a public cloud, private cloud, and hybrid cloud. Now in public cloud, what happens? Actually, this particular model referred to the more cost efficient model. This is called as a public cloud. Okay, it is mostly referred to as a cost efficient model. Why? Because it is generally available on internet on an at least price, and some of the public clouds has been available, which you are already aware of about it, called as a Google Drive, okay, Google Gmail, right, Google Notes, and these are the some important, you can say, public clouds. Okay, and in this model the data is actually not 100% secure, okay, because it can be accessible publicly. Next, we have a call as a private cloud, where the model refers to privately outsource the data center infrastructure, and this type of model is expensive with an excellent level of security. Okay, private clouds I'm talking about. And last one, we have a hybrid, which is the combination of a public and a private clouds. Okay, which is this model actually refer to the mix of both public cloud and the private clouds. And here the public cloud types, in this case, actually if you see, there's a high risk of a security breach. Okay, and all the cloud models and other resources can be accessible from the internet. So accessing to these particular resources is possible using any browser or software or internet connected devices. Okay, now as you know, with the rise of new technologies, there has been overflow of large chunks of data, and this particular data, and this has resulted in significant in changing in business to business, from business to consumer, business to organization, and other interaction. So there has been generation of newly data daily, and particularly in customer oriented organization, at every stage of all the transaction our new data has been get generated, right? Now when the new data and the large amounts of data has been get generated over the seconds, we require one kind of a system, one type of mechanism in order to analyze the data, in order to transform the data, right, in order to inspect and clean the data and model the data and present the data in a perfectly manner. For that we have a domain called as a data science now, okay, which uses to use the data analytics software for this particular process. And here the data analytics refer to the transforming, inspecting, cleaning and modeling the data. Okay, now data scientists also must teach themselves about the cloud computing actually, okay, which is important. Before the cloud computing will provide the field of data science have the ability to utilize the various platforms and tools to help and store and analyze the extensive data. Okay, and the data science also uses various tools like Microsoft SQL servers, okay, and databases, business objects, then Microsoft Azure, which is one of the cloud service providers, to help and understand the cloud computing better. Okay, now if you see, they're storing the data in a cloud, okay, and once the data has been stored, the information is extracted with the help of data analytics, right? So it is clear that the data science is largely depend on the cloud computing to remove any form of data. And if we see, we have some kind of a basic concepts like suppose definitions, what is meant by definitions of the cloud computing and the data science. Okay, what are their foundational bases are there, and which sectors and areas of application they has been using, and what is the approach of following they are following, right? If it terms, see, in the terms of definition, it is like any kind of an IT service which is used for various deployment and services models. We use the cloud computing, right? So any ecosystem which is responsible for taking care of massive amount of data can be done in the cloud computing, and that particular functions like data storage, logistics, and business solutions has been given to the cloud computing only. And what is the data science? As you know, it is a kind of a mechanism or tools used to process the data from the various streams to create the analytic models. Right. In terms of conceptions, you can think like you can grant the access to the IT resources using the internet, which involves the abstraction and the virtualization concepts, and include the various characteristics like robustness, availability, scalability, flexibility, and other services to the various needs of the ITs. Okay, and in terms of data, you can science, you can think about like it includes the various techniques like mathematics, algorithms, mining, and statistics, which various sources of data get modeled, and the tools which can be changed and managed and model massive amounts of data, right? So these are the some particular basis conceptions and foundational basis has been there, like which tries or standardize the IT services in a cloud computing and in data science, which models the data for the innovation and discoveries. Okay, and if you see the areas of applications, like mostly in all the areas of applications like IT infrastructure, enterprise, commercial or computing requirements for industrial service and other products, cloud computing has been used. And for the data science, like big data analysis and modeling, and personal insights and businesses, healthcare, prediction, diagnosis, right, answer for the retails, knowing the learning the customer behavior and finance, and so many other domains are there, and applications has been available in data science also. Approach, and you can say it's a cost reduction techniques in the cloud computing. Then in data science, it's a verification of the effectiveness of business process, right? And some examples you can take, like which of the cloud, mostly some cloud provider examples we are like IBM, Apple, Dell, Microsoft, Amazon Web Service, and Google, etc. And in data science, it has like include the MapR, then Apache, then Hortonworks. So these are the some examples you can take about the of both the domains, right? So if you see, cloud computing infrastructure can mix well with the currently existing systems. Hence, they can link the various datas and departments all across the organizations. And this is turn helps to construct the particular centralized data model. However, the data analytics, if you see, okay, it can efficiently work with a centralized data compared to the distributed data stores. Yeah. And talking about if you say in terms of salary, which is the main concept here. Okay, talking about the cloud computing versus the data science salary, there is not a much difference if you see. Okay, they both are a reputable and multinational companies at their own paces, and this might be get slight difference. Okay, but know that they both are a highly profitable professions. Okay, and one of the basic advantage if I'm talk about and main advantage, like cloud computing services can be accessed with the help of internet, right? Hence, this makes an organization efficiently use this developed analytical models and ensure that organizations can collaborate with each organizations, gain competitiveness at the same time, and monitor the various markets, right? Now, what is the, you can think about like, is the cloud computing is better than the data science? Let me tell you. Okay, it can be noticed that cloud computing services are considered to be an ideal for any data science application. Okay, and this happens due to the increase in the growth amount of big data. Organizations and the businesses needs an adequate and appropriate environment, right, in order to maintain any kind of a data process. And in organization, both technologies like data science and cloud computing go hand in hand, okay, to gain the better value, performance, and achieve the particular milestones which they have set. Okay, so for today, guys, this much is enough. And if you wanted to learn more about the cloud computing and about the data science, okay, you can enroll to the Coachx.Live. Definitely they're going to guide you at the best level. So guys, for today, bye bye everyone, take care. Okay, see you tomorrow with a new topic.